Our emotions are from our caveman days, and our technology is godlike. So there's like a disconnect between what we need from an evolutionary perspective to what our technology can do for us. And I think now we're in this time where people are stepping back and saying, okay, technology is supposed to work for us. Hi, I'm Greta. I am the co-founder and CEO of Blue Fever. I like to imagine Blue Fever as this universe of topical communities. And each community is a journal. And these journals have different topics. So it could be like a feeling that you're feeling right now, like sad or stressed or happy, or it could be something you're trying to do, or it could be a life event you're going through, like changing my pronouns, coming out, going back to school. So you've got all these different topical communities for all different parts of yourself. Then you as a community member can create multimedia pages to go inside these journals. So it's almost like you're filling out this journal with other people and creating like a full picture of what is it like coming out today? What is it like experiencing stress? Blue is guiding you based on, what you're feeling, what you've expressed, to a resource that is helpful for you in that moment. It's like, hey, I'm really stressed about my acne, it's hurting my confidence, and other users are recommending certain acne cream to them. Blue is guiding you to emotional help, but also like tactical, practical help for you on your growing up journey. We got really clear on who are we helping and serving. We're really focused on 13 into like the early 20s. We call Blue Fever an emotional media platform, not a social media platform. That means that we're a platform for building healthy identities. And then we train our algorithm to have emotional relevance, which means essentially thinking about what do you need as a human? What is going to guide and support you towards becoming your best self? Really, Blue Fever started because when I was growing up, I always wanted an older sister. That was like my ideal. I wanted a big sister who could guide me and mentor me, and I was looking for this space that could really help me know that I wasn't alone and that I was enough. And really, I don't think I had words at the time, but helping me build my, foundational layer of identity. And I often find that what you want most, you go out and become for other people. I consider it a privilege every day to go to work and work with like Gen Z and co-create with them, because I think that they are the generation right now who is being really brave and saying like, these are the issues, you guys, we need to tackle them. There's a lot that needs to be done for Gen Z's mental health and wellness. Our Surgeon General issued an advisory this past December that we're in a youth mental health crisis. I like to think of online toxicity as this like massive umbrella. There can be something as egregious as like outright bullying and trolling, right? And then it can be far more insidious, like FOMO, or comparing yourself to other people's, perfectly edited bodies or faces or just overall lives. And I think young people are really suffering today because the platforms that they're growing up on, a lot of these social platforms are rife with toxicity because nobody built them to block out that toxicity. Like it just wasn't at the forefront of people's minds. When you're surrounded by online toxicity and cancel culture, you are so terrified of being judged that you're not going to fully express yourself. You're not going to be your authentic self, because what if somebody doesn't like it? And what if it alienates you for the rest of your life, right? That seems extreme, but those are the stakes that we're dealing with here. And so I think that people, are craving safer spaces. We're not here to compete with social media. We're here to be complementary. We're here to be different and serve a different purpose. I think that there are a lot of reactive solutions, but what we need more of are proactive solutions. There's so many studies that show that people who are vulnerable are happier, they're healthier, because they're being their authentic selves. And I see on Blue Fever every day, people are coming and they're being all parts of themselves. One of my favorite posts is somebody who's just like, I'm in the airport right now and I'm looking at this girl and I think she's the love of my life, but I'm too scared to talk to her. That moment created a part of that person. And now we get to share in that moment and be like, yeah, I've totally had that moment too, where I fell in love with a stranger that I know I'll never see again. I just get so much joy because people are showing up and they are really co-creating the product with us. One user said, I never thought I'd be someplace where no one knew me, but everyone understood me. And I think that really encapsulates what we've built, is the space where they feel like they can relate to other people, but they don't need to know exactly who they are. When I think about Blue Fever, and I imagine there's all of these branches, and all of the branches are all of the different people in Blue Fever and all the different expressions of themselves. Oftentimes, the best way to help somebody understand what we're building at Blue Fever is say hey, come into the branches with me. Because I can say the words safe space, authentic, real self, but a lot of times those words are empty, they're so overused. But the experience of Blue Fever is really powerful, to see all these parts of people and then to really see yourself in all of these other people. A lot of people think of the utility of technology as just a part of life, and we're moving on to this new phase of the internet, which is about community expression and our emotional and real selves.